Morning. Well, we're working. It's stopped raining, which is nice. However, I am pretty tired today, I'm not going to lie. I think yesterday's shoot took it out of me. After I signed off from this vlog yesterday, I kind of struggled to get motivated. I had a few more things I wanted to achieve and just couldn't get them done. And I think, and that's okay. It's okay sometimes not to work 16 hours a day. You know, I'm pretty used to working pretty hard, but I think it's that time of the year. That video was different yesterday. It took it out of me. You know, it's like, what date is it today? It's the 22nd of November. It's been a huge year. I haven't really had a holiday at all, and I'm ready for a break. So we are all taking 2 weeks off over Christmas, which will be nice. 2 weeks to kind of, you know, unload and reflect and stuff. I probably will. I can't even talk this morning. I probably will keep doing this vlog, and there's been a lot of comments, and I really appreciate people like going, "Oh, don't burn yourself out." But the whole kind of point of this vlog is for me to turn the camera on and talk, and I actually kind of find it deloading just to kind of talk to you guys and not think about it too much. And then as far as like, there's no editing. Is really, you know, Caitlin actually pins it together. We take a screenshot and we upload it, and you know, I kind of find it therapeutic. There's a few people watching them, so I thank you for the people that are watching them. Maybe more people will join, maybe they won't. That's okay. Yeah, we had a video go live on the main channel last night, which was the full interview with Miss Andre from Princess Hot Chicken from the Nashville Origins episode. Which was, it felt, I knew that video wasn't going to do crazy numbers. It's kind of a very unique video and very unlike our normal content, but I felt like it was really important to document that, not to document, but to post it. Like, we did the interview. It was like one of the best, funnest interviews I've done ever. She was just like this beautiful soul, you know, with an incredible story, and it felt criminal not to share that whole interview. And I'm sure some people will get something from it. But then it plays in my mind, like, you post it and it's like, so YouTube ranks your latest videos like 1 out of 10. And basically, you know, you post a video and you always want it to be 1 out of 10 naturally. And it often isn't. And I didn't think that video would be a 1-on-1. It wasn't the intention of posting that video. But you know, you see 10 of 10 and it's like straight off the bat, first thing in the morning, and it always kind of like, oh. And I shouldn't with this one. I knew it wasn't going to perform particularly well, but it's hard not to have those feelings. But I'm happy that we posted that video, you know, and I'm proud that we did that interview. And I think I let her talk, and I hope I did, you know, her story justice. So if you haven't seen that, go and watch it. It's about half an hour long, but it's worth a watch. She's hilarious, and her story is incredible. I'm a fantastic woman and a fantastic, you know, testament to hospitality and the things that it can do. But yeah, so today we're shooting a follow-up episode to the video. Will come up on the 24th. It's about leftovers, so I'm just going to make some leftovers from all the food that we had yesterday. There's a lot of food yesterday, so then I'll probably just dish it out. Actually, I'm not here. What day is it? Yeah, we've still got 2 more days for the team to eat, so there'll be plenty of food around. What else we got? That's it pretty much for today. Shoot that video. I've got a couple of recipes I need to get to. I want to try and get my planning done before Sunday if I can, so that I can have Sunday off. I think I need a day on the couch, so hopefully I can kind of get ahead a bit on that work too. So yeah, like I ran through the other day, like, you know, plan the video and then kind of have do some research around the recipe, and then I have a loose idea of how I'm going to go, and then I kind of just cook by intuition. So I kind of reverse engineer. I don't know how everyone else writes recipes, but this is how I do it. I think of a dish, I do research, which I never used to do. I only do that now that I post the stuff online, and rightfully so. People get upset if I don't get it right and I'm not representing their culture right. So I do as much research as I can. And then I'll kind of write a list of ingredients, and then the theory or the method, that's intuition to me after cooking for so long. So then we'll film the video. When I'm good, when I'm doing it properly, I'll write down ingredient measurements as I'm going, so I don't have to reverse engineer it at the end. So as I'm kind of making the recipe, I'll write down the ingredient amounts, and then I'll write a method after the video is edited, because it's easier for me to write the method, sit down, watch the video, watch what I've done, and think about it. I try. Recipe writing is one of those things I'm getting better at, but I'm still not amazing at it. And it's, I think there's a lot of people that write fantastic recipes. Recipe Tin Eats, she writes amazing recipes. And it's about preempting, not only it's about describing stuff really well so people can understand it, but it's preempting issues that they're going to have in the future. And I think that's something I'm really working on hard at the moment, is trying to get those recipes better, because I think that's kind of the cornerstone. And everyone learns differently, right? Like, I don't learn by reading recipes. I just never have. I learn by watching. But I know other people, like Caleb, the editor, he won't. He's like, if you tell me how to do something, I won't learn how to do it. But if you give it to me and I read it, I'll learn how to do it. So everyone learns differently. Some people learn by seeing, some people learn by doing, some people learn by reading. So it's all about trying to cover all those bases and write as good recipes as possible. And that's kind of largely what next year's about. And I'll do a video on that. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow. Or maybe on the weekend, actually, when I've got some time. Talk about the plan for next year. But anyway, I'm going to eat my breakfast that I eat every morning. Have a shower, get some work done. And then, yeah, we'll check back in later. Alright, so we just finished wrapping the YouTube that we filmed today, which was I've forgotten already, how ridiculous. It was the Christmas leftovers YouTube. We ended up doing 4 dishes, we're going to do 3. I kind of thought of one halfway through it, at the start of it. I thought, wow, let's just do it and see what happens. And it turned out good, so that was cool. So a couple of things. There's a couple of great questions in the vlog that we posted this morning. One of them was, and I'll get the actual question up. What percentage of your viewers are native versus worldwide? They found us through the Hey Babe series, and there's an American expat living in Costa Rica. So pretty interesting, actually. And I probably haven't checked this in a while, so it was interesting to check it. And it changes pretty frequently. So native viewers, as far as Australian people who live in Australia, we live in Australia, is excuse me. Oh, excuse me, very sneezy. Is 4.5%, so not very many at all, which is pretty crazy for that's for YouTube. And then underneath that's Germany at 4.3%. Above that we've got United Kingdom at 7%, and then we've got India at sort of 22%, and the United States at 20%. And India and the US basically battle it out for that #1 spot always. And it can vary by about 10%, and it just depends on what we're posting. So it's pretty funny. If we post an Indian dish, the India one goes up pretty quickly. So we did a biryani, mutton biryani that did really well. I don't know, maybe a month ago. So I'm reckoning that's why that's up so high at the moment. Yeah. So usually US or India takes out that top spot. To be honest, more often than not, it's the US. Pretty big fan base there, which is cool. And then another good question, is there anyone else here that you still want to collaborate with? I know it's not cheap to come to the US all the time, but Ethan Chabowski, Brian Lagerston, match your vibe. I completely agree. I don't actually think I know who Brian is. Ethan's a legend. I really like his content. It's really good. Love to collaborate with him. But then, yeah, I haven't been to Europe in a while, so I'd love to collaborate with like Notorious Foodie, Thomas Straker, some of those kind of European creators. Jules, I forgot Jules Cooking. I'm probably not mispronouncing it. The Dutch guy. He's like a kind of a fine dining chef. Does some really cool stuff. Love to collaborate with him. Who else is there? I wouldn't mind collaborating with QPC. He's pretty funny. Olivia, I think her name is. She's out of New York. You have to excuse me 1 second. I'm back. You have to excuse me. I need to blow my nose. Yeah, Olivia out of New York, she's cool. I was messaging her the other day. I'd love to collaborate with her. but pretty much anyone. I'll pretty much collaborate with any kind of food creator. Like, there's not any that I've met that I'm like, man, like, I don't know. It's the food creator community it surprises me. Everyone's super supportive, super lovely. Yeah. And then there's the old faithful, like Laurent from Canada, Josh Wiseman, who I've collaborated with before. You know, but I really enjoy both those guys, hanging out with them, working with them. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, but we'll be back to the US early next year, I'm guessing, and we'll be in Europe at some point next year too. So there should be some good collaborations next year. Yeah, but let me know if there's any. But yeah, if you want to ask questions, this channel is the best channel to ask them from, because it's obviously still pretty small, and I kind of get to see them, whereas on the main channel and TikTok and Instagram, there's just so many comments, I just like literally can't get to them all. But I did notice something today I thought that was interesting. I thought I'd share with you. This. So these are all prototype dough cutters, different ones. We get, you know, I think one of the ways we talked about finances yesterday, and one of the ways that creators can make money is by doing merch, right? And I've always been keen to do it, but I've always wanted to do it right. I didn't just want to do a t-shirt or a hat, so we want to do very much specific Andy Cooks merch. So we've been working on a dough cutter for so long. You've probably seen me using dough cutters. I've always been a big fan, and we've been looking at kind of creating one that we can sell. And the process takes so long. You like get one, you send it over, you're like, oh, I kind of like that, don't like that. One thing I want to do is to make sure we get it right. I don't just want to make something for the sake of it, put my name on it, and then be like, hey guys, you buy this dough cutter, and it sucks. So yeah, that's another thing that we're working on at the moment. Caitlin's really kind of leading that project along with my brother Phil. So we should be having some stuff launch early-ish next year, but I have been saying that for a long time, so I'm kind of hesitant to talk about that like on the main channels and stuff, just because people seem to get upset when you promise stuff and don't deliver, funnily enough. So yeah, we've got a dough cutter in the works, we've got some other cool stuff in the works, all kitchen related stuff, and stuff that you'll find useful and handy, I think, rather than just a t-shirt printed, you know, whatever. Yeah, so it's now the afternoon. I've got a little bit of work still to do. I've just done a shopping list. We've got 4 shorts to shoot tomorrow. One of them's a brand deal, and they're all pretty much, not all of them, three are loosely Christmas related, and then one's just like a general pantry related one. But yeah, I've done my shopping list. I need to do a recipe for tonight, for the post that's going up tonight. And what else do I need to do? Go do the shopping. And then I've got a meeting later tonight about the stuff, which is kind of why it kind of sprung to mind. And I opened my drawer today and saw all, I was like, man, that's crazy. It's like 12 different variations so far, and we're not there yet. But that's it for my day. Signing out. We will see you tomorrow. 4 shorts. Probably should get some more planning done. Like I said at the start of the day, need to try and get ahead of that so that I can hopefully have the day off on Sunday. But we'll see you for breakfast in the morning.